Welcome back to a Discount Technoblade video where I'll be explaining to you all about the first time I smoked weed, the devil's lettuce, the sacred skunk. Now this video idea was the most voted, so make sure to join my Discord to help me decide on what to do with my life. Links in the description. So this isn't the actual first time I smoked weed. The first time I actually smoked weed, it didn't get me high, so I'm gonna be just telling the story of the first time I got high. Get clickbaited. So without further ado, here's the story. As some of you may know, I go to a boarding school and I reside in a dormitory throughout the week. So one day, my friend, who we're gonna call Greg, I don't know why, but yeah. So Greg asked me if I ever smoked weed before, and I said, well, yeah, one time, but I didn't get high. So he, being a good friend he is, he immediately asked me if I would like to go smoke with him. And me, being poor and not having any connections at the time, of course I agreed. Like, how can someone turn down free weed and a bomb-ass time with your friend? Like, that shit lit. So his plan boiled down to basically me keeping my dumbass awake until 2 a.m., knowing how to sneak through the hallway with the guard just like one floor below us, and knowing how to open doors and close doors silently. The plan worked, and like we got to work. And when I say we, I mean him, because like I didn't know how to roll at that time. Leave me alone. Greg just told me to put a towel under the door so the smell wouldn't go out and enjoy my fat ass. We opened up the two windows in his room and lit up the joint. It was pretty lit, dude. Not knowing any good connections meant that we had to smoke mids. Now, for those of you who don't know, mids are like average weed. It'll get you high, but not that high, and it hasn't got a good taste. It's just like a pine tree. So we were there, happily smoking and blowing the smoke through the window. Then Greg turns over to me and says, "Here, finish it. Since it's your first time." And guys, I say bless this man's soul. He is a good friend. Like, Greg, you know who you are. If you're watching this, bless you, dude. After the joint was finished, I started seeing colors in the dark. Basically, we were sitting in the dark and smoking it. Like, I started seeing colors because, like, I don't know, dude. Some of you may have a tolerance that requires like 10 tons of weed, but hey, listen, I'm the guy that's glad to have a tolerance of a fetus. Like, it's good. So Greg then turned the light on and looked at me shocked. And let me tell you guys, I was fucked. I looked at myself in the mirror and I just stood there in shock. Like, I looked like a Chinese boy with an eye allergy. It was that bad. And if like you ask some of my friends, they'll tell you that I get like that every time I'm blown into another dimension. If you have some good weed, I'll look like I have Christmas hats inside of my eyes. I'm not even kidding, dude. Okay, so back to the story. We sat down, and as soon as my backside made contact with a chair, I was just glued. I couldn't stand up. And Greg, he had a higher tolerance. He could at least walk, And then he pulled out some cookies. Like, literally, bless this man. He was prepared because we just got the munchies. Now, for those of you who don't know, munchies happen when you're high and like you get super hungry. Like, you can eat infinitely if you're super fried. It's that good. So we just sat there, ate cookies and drank water. When it hit me, the peak of my high, it was good. I just couldn't control my voice and mouth. Anything that I was eating and saying at the same time, I just couldn't control it. And I was making a mess. So he asked me if I was okay. And of course I was like, yeah, it's all good. No problems here. I was feeling good. And Greg looked at me and said, dude, you're drifting off your chair. And he was right. I was like right at the edge of my seat. It felt like gravity was pulling me off the chair, and then my dumb ass just straight up fell to the ground. Greg said it looked like I jumped off the chair into the ground. It was crazy. So then we decided to go to sleep since we had nothing to do. I didn't have my laptop with me, so I couldn't play any video games. Also, we couldn't control our voices. So basically, if I were to rage, I would be like smacking the table, and yeah, you can imagine. So we went to sleep. In the morning, I woke up first and realized what a mess I made. There were like crumbs mixed with water on the floor and table. It was disgusting. But like, since I had no time and the bus was about to arrive in half an hour, I had to get ready. Then I woke up Greg and got to school. And let me tell you guys, the room and the hallway smelled like weed. It was insane. So if you take anything from this video, if it's your first time, don't smoke in a dangerous place. or at night. Just make sure you have something to do, that it's fun, and you're a safe place to smoke in. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like or something. I don't really care. I don't know, dude. Bye.